I was trying to escape my filet crochet project, but this project is double crochet. It's so similar to my filet project. There it is back there, neglected. For the last 3 weeks or so, I've been working on a filet crochet project, my first time ever filet crocheting. And I can't lie, it's stressing me a little. I need a breather. So I'm gonna work on something else that's gonna revive the fun in crochet for me. You know what I mean? I wanna make another top. Of course, since I like going to what I know best, I'm going to Nikita again. In her video, I don't remember what weight yarn she uses, but I know she uses a 4mm crochet hook. Ever since I started working with this 2.25mm hook, I enjoy it. It's so weird. I never thought this would be me. I used to be a 5.5mm queen down, but now I'm using a 2.25mm hook on a regular. But I just think it would look really nice with really thin yarn and small stitches. When I was in London, I bought this yarn that was very vintagey, like beige cotton yarn from the first and only crochet store that I went to there. Let me break it into 4 main parts to make this top. 1, you have to make the neck piece. After the neck piece, you have to make the bodice, the front of the bodice, and then you have to make the back panel, and then the last thing you have to do is connect the buttons on the side. Yeah, there's buttons. I'm thinking the most intricate or time-consuming part of this is probably going to be making the front piece, or maybe it's going to be sewing, because I don't be sewing. Hopefully it's simple because it's hand sewing, but I might have to sew up to like 15 buttons. I thought I would just do the part that I thought would be easiest, which is the back panel, because it's just literally a piece. Easy, simple, no increasing, no decreasing, just straight up piece. I've already completed 4 rows, so that's nice. Honestly, after completing these 4 rows, that's when I was like, yeah, full send, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna try to do it within 2 days. The rows that I make for the back really depends on how many rows I have in the front, but I've yet to make the front piece, so I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Tonight, I would just like to make as many rows of this as possible, or at least minimum amount of rows, and then I'll finish up tomorrow. We'll see. I honestly don't anticipate this being a difficult project. I hope not. You know, I always say that, and then I start and I'm like, oh, we'll see. It's been 2 hours and this is what I've done. I honestly think this is great progress. I also had a eureka moment. I was thinking for the neck piece, instead of just making it like regular half double crochets, what if I made the neck piece ribbed? Think about it. Now the real question is, do I want to start that tonight? Technically, I could, because it is just 8:30. Yeah, you know what? Why not? I think I'm going to try to start that piece tonight. Welcome to day 2 of me making this halter top, and I have really high hopes that I'm actually going to finish it today. Well, I still need to get buttons. I might have buttons, but depending on whether or not I have to get buttons, I might be able to finish it today. This is what I've completed so far. This is only the neck piece. When it stretches out, it touches at the ends. For my neck piece, I decided to do ribbing instead. This is crochet, but it looks like it's knitted. I think it just looks really cool like that. And then I just did a single row of single crochet along the bottom edge of my piece that I'm going to be working downwards from. That's because I do need to have stitches ready for me to work into. I did a total of 90 stitches, and now I just have to find the 2 not halfway points, but 2 equal points where I want to start building down from. Since I have 90, I could do 30 here, 30 here, then 30 in the middle. What else could I do though? If I don't do 30, maybe I could do 40, 40, and then 10. No, 10's not enough. Maybe a 35, 35, 20. I think that sounds reasonable to have 20 stitches starting here, because I'm going to have to keep increasing each row all the way till I'm at my lower chest area. Let me count. I have done a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I have completed 31 rows in total, and 30 of those rows have been increases, which means I've increased twice, one on each end of that row, and that's why I have this triangle shape here. I started with 20 stitches and now I have 80 stitches. Isn't that crazy? And it only took me like 2.5 hours. This is what it's looking like. This would tie here and then this would go down here. I'm liking it. I am now at the point where I just have to keep making a straight panel because I like to work smart. I already made the back panel piece yesterday. This, I believe I did 75. Yeah, I believe this is 75 across, but this should be the perfect length for the back. And I did 20 rows here, so I'm going to do another 20 rows for this front part. Although I would say I've made some really good progress today, I don't think I will finish today because I want to do the buttons in a good headspace, good natural sunlight, because I don't want to mess them up. But that's fine. I also high-key, low-key need to go to Hobby Lobby to also pick out my buttons. For the rest of tonight, I'm just going to work on finishing the top of this halter top. I was trying to escape my filet crochet project, but this project is double crochet. It's so similar to my filet project, except in between the double crochets, I'm chaining one. But it's okay. It's different. It's something different, right? It's taking my mind off of it. There it is back there, neglected. Next time you see me, my front piece will be complete and I will be ready to put on my buttons. I got 4 things of buttons for $4.29. I had a hard time deciding what buttons I wanted to use specifically, but I think I made the right choice and I hope it looks good. I was able to finish the front piece yesterday and now all I have to do is do some double crochets, I believe, on the side so the buttons have somewhere to insert themselves. For the neck, I got these like shark tooth buttons and I think that would look really cool, but I have to figure out how to be able to insert it into it because the stitches on the side are too small. So I think I'm gonna do like a little gap for the button to be able to enter. I'll figure that out. Right now, I'm gonna work on the placement of the buttons. You guys, I'm so nervous to sew. I am not a good sewist. I crochet, I don't sew, but I'm gonna give it my best try, okay? These are the buttons I ended up getting, and I got 3 packs of this, and then this is the shark tooth button I got, and it kind of looks similar. I thought it was really cute. It was the same vibe, brown. Let's see how this goes. Also, I'm gonna be using embroidery thread to sew this down. This is the moment of truth, y'all. I have attached all my buttons. This is gonna be my first try on. I am so nervous because like at this point everything is done. So if it doesn't fit, I don't even know. This is the back. This is the front. I have attached this button nicely. I think this button detail is very cute and I made a little hole for it on this side for it to go into. So I think that's the first thing I should put on. Okay, it fits. That's just step 1. Now for the scarier part, the buttons on the side. First one fits. Buttons are in on this side. I could have done less double crochets, I guess, but here we are. Okay, so I got it on and it's a little too big. Maybe this is my fault because I started the back piece before I even started the front piece, but you live and you learn. In the tutorial, she did give a warning that it could become too big because this piece does stretch. So even though it seems like it's a small piece, it's going to stretch. That's what happened here. I put jeans on to try to make it look better. No. The structural integrity of the top itself is fine. You know, the buttons connect on the side, da-da-da-doop, but it's too big. There's too much stretchage back here and it's supposed to be fitted like this, but it's like this, you know, it's too much looseness happening. So now I'm gonna do the next best thing and I'm just gonna do a regular string tie to tie the back because I want this top, okay? I want it. I'm just sad because I was really proud of my buttons. Anyways, at least I know the string tie shouldn't take long and then I should be done. I did the tie thing and it ended up looking great. This is perfect. I made the string tie really long because I didn't want to run into the problem of it not being long enough. There's a little bit of excess, but I'm okay with that. This is how it's supposed to look. Very fitted, snug, like it was made for me. That's the one thing I will give to the string tie. It makes it a lot more adjustable, which is good. But I did it. Even though I didn't get to use the buttons for this piece, I'm probably gonna reuse those buttons and that piece for something else because it was so cute. Did y'all see my sewing job? That was the first time I did that and I ate that. And now I feel like I can actually go back to my filet crochet project, I guess. Like, I'm so happy with this and I'm already thinking, what else can I make with this style of top? Like, you know, I think a dress would look really good like this. I'm thinking. Thank you so much for crocheting with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.